Alright, in this video, we're going to talk about the application using the arc length or the area of a sector. So recall, we have a two formula, the arc length, how far I go. We are talking about the outside, so make sure you do need to use the radius of the circle and also the central angle. But recall, it's in radian unit. How about the area of a sector? That's talking about how much pizza I ate. So this will be the area of the sector equal to 1/2 r squared times the central angle. Again, it had to be in radian unit, okay? All right, number 7. A strawberry farmer needs to water a strawberry patch of 1,500 square yards. So what is it tells you? This tells you this will be my area. So I have an area that is equal to 1,500 yards square, okay? And that is in the shape of a sector. Okay, area of a sector that gives me, I have a formula. Area of a sector is equal to 1/2 radius square times the central angle theta. In a circle with a radius 40 yards and through what angle? Okay, they want us to figure out the angle of the Precalculus rotation. All right, so we are math people, right? So knowing we are using this formula, area of a sector, we're going to fill it in. So I know the entire area of the sector is equal to 1,500. And knowing that my radius of the circle is equal to 40, so I have a 40 squared times the theta. So do not overthink. I just want to figure out what will be my theta. So let's do some housekeeping. So if you say that, how do I do it? Well, one step at a time. So recall, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. You can say that, 40 squared, that is equal to 1,600. And that is equal to 1,500. And you can say that, now I can do mental math. Half of the 1,600, that become hundreds, right? So that is equal to 1,500 equal to 800 times my theta. Okay, you will say that, Ms. On said that, both I have 20, gone. So this tells me I got 15. It's equal to 8 times the theta. Now do not overthink. Our goal is to figure out the theta. What is that tells us? You can say that, Ms. On said that, undo. Times A, what will be the opposite of times A? That will be theta. It's equal to both sides. I'm going to divide by A. So therefore, my angle theta is equal to 15 over A. What is my unit? Very good. It will be in the radian. So this is my perfect angle. Now you may say that, 15 divided by 8 radians. It do not ring a bell. Can you convert that to a degree for me? Yes, we can do the convert. So now you can say that, Ms. On said that the angle is in radians. I don't want to see the radians, so I need to time 180 degree over pi. So therefore, I will give you a degree. So yes, indeed, if you plug it in your fancy calculator, right? So I'm got a, do they mention about how many degree? So I'm going to round it up to a whole number. It's about 107 degree. And this is perfect. That's it. If you want to give me a decimal, something like that, okay? But nothing wrong with the whole number. 15 over 8 radians. Perfect. All right. Number 8. A minute hand of a clock is 6 inches long. How far? Okay. Keyword. How far does the tip of the minute hand move in 15 minutes? So think about a clock. So if you travel 15 minutes, now you can say that this will be 12, 1, 2, 3. So this will be 15 minutes. Oh, what degree is that? 90 degree. Okay, so How far tells me that will be the length of the arc. Do we have a formula? We do. That is equal to the radius times the central theta. So what you're waiting for? How far? I'm going to figure this out. Do I know the radius of the clock? Yes. So the minute hand of the clock is 6 inches long. That tells me my radius is 6 inches, okay? Time the angle. How do you know about this for 15 minutes? Well, look at the picture. It will be a 90-degree. We would love to see in the radian. So 90 degree is equal to pi over 2. Good. Now, what do we say? Housekeeping. 6 and 2 can cancel out. So what is my distance? That will be 3 pi. And what is my unit? Inches. Nothing wrong with this perfect number. Now, if you say that, can I give you a decimal? Yes. 3 times 3.14, right? So you got 9.42 inches. Nothing wrong with a decimal, but confident. Nothing wrong with the exact value. I do not need a calculator. Good. All right. The next two we're talking about is the rotation of a wheel. Now, some of you may learn this in your physics class, right? The speed is equal to the revolution times the wheel, right? Or you can simply see how we rotate. The wheel goes around and around. Now, a water mill grinds corn to make cornmeal. The water wheel, now that's my ego, a wheel, it will be a circle. Okay, so this will be that. A radius of 18 feet. The wheel, it's rotating at a revolution per minute. We are math people. A revolution per minute. That will be our unit to convert that. Find the linear speed. So here we go. The linear speed, which will be my v, linear speed is equal to the radius times the revolution per minute. So what do we need to do? We are going to use this formula. Do not overthink, okay? We are going to use this formula to get the speed for you. This will be my linear speed. Now, step 1, given the wheel has a rotation, it will be a revolution per minute. Okay, so think about a wheel. Any point on this wheel, I'm going to go around, right, back to where I start with. So that will be my revolution. And how do we see this information? I will have my radius. So now the revolution, W stands for the wheel, it's equal to a revolution per minute. So this is a given. Now think about this is a circle. So we're going to times, remember we're going to do the conversion. Now the entire circle in radian, it will be 2 pi, right? And this will be the entire cycle, the revolution. It will be 1 revolution. Now, think about how smart we are. When we convert this one, the revolution unit cancel out. And what do we know about my wheel? This will be a times 2 pi. That will be 16 pi per, not per, 16 pi, that's the number, but the unit become my radians per minute. So remember, this will be my unit radians per minute. So now I am going to tell you what will be my linear speed by using this formula. V, the speed, is equal to my radius of my wheel times my wheel revolution W. So now what you see is what you got. The radius of the circle is 18 times, okay, this will be 18 feet times my wheel revolution. What do we got here? Is 16 pi. That's a number. But my unit is what? Radius per minute. So now we are math people. Can we do the housekeeping? Yes. Now here you got the information. It is number together. You got 18 times 16. I can do this. That is equal to 288. Don't forget pi, just a number. So leave me alone. This will be a pi, but we are talking about a speed. So the speed tells me will be feet per minute. Now this will be my perfect answer. Again, nothing wrong with a pi number. Pi just a number, okay? Now if you say that it do not make any sense, can you give me a decimal? Yes, when you times pi to 288, you got 904 point, how many decimal you want? 78, and the unit still be feet per minute. Good. All right. Now one more. A car's wheel. Okay, so this is what we've been doing about a wheel. With a radius of 1.5 feet, it's spinning. Okay, rotation comes out at a rate of 20 revolutions per minute. How fast? Okay. How fast? So how fast tells me I'm going to look for the speed. So now step one, I'm going to change that to my revolution, knowing that the W given to me is 20 revolution per minute. Okay, now I'm going to convert that to a radian. So 2 pi, recall the radian, 2 pi radian, that will be 1 revolution. Now, if you do the housekeeping, revolution top and bottom cancel out. So my the traveling will be what? 40. Nothing wrong with 40 pi. What's my unit? Radians per minute. Okay? So now if I want to tell you what will be my speed, the speed is equal to my radius times my wheel revolution. So this will be 1.5 times, and do I have a unit? Yes, feet times my wheel revolution. That will be 40 pi radians per minute. Now, do not overthink. We are math people. Number together. So 1.5 is a number, 40 is a number. So 1.5 times 40, that will be 60. Pi, just a number. Leave me alone. And what is my unit? That will be feet per minute. This is perfect. If you insist to give me this final answer, perfect. Now again, if you say that I have no clue about 60 pi, can you give me a decimal? Of course. Put it in your fancy calculator. You will get what? Approximate 188. Do I have a decimal? Yes, we do. About what? 4955? Yes. So this will be something we talk about in class. It's okay. Exact value. Perfect. Okay. And that's it. And welcome to math. And we do use that everywhere. Good. And that's all. Thanks.